There was a little man-child who was named Forrest. Now Forrest was a lonely old boy who never ever fit into anything or with anyone. He just never seemed to fit in with anything. It started back in school when he tried, oh how he tried, to even fit in with the school's retard gang, but never was able to succeed. Now one day, there was this invention called the internet. Oh, how this appealed to a man-child like Forrest. He thought long and hard, saying to himself, I can finally be someone in life. Now after many years of bullying and stalking women online, he grew to hunger for more of an even challenging task for attention, and to feed that insatiable appetite to be someone, to be liked finally in life. Someone to be feared, and at the same time, to be liked by many. Eventually, Forrest saw this other attention-seeking man-child called the Bubba Effect. Oh, how Bubba Effect was very appealing to a man-child like himself, Forrest. He looked up to this person very much. Oh, how Forrest longed and dreamed of being him one day. So one day he stepped into the trolling battlefield with all kinds of people, almost just like Forrest. This made him feel good inside, even though they were looked down upon by normal functioning society. But this is exactly what appealed to Forrest. So one brave day, Forrest slowly started to muster up this bravery inside and fight against all of Bubba's enemies. He did notice eventually two that stuck out in his mind and in front of his very eyes, who called themselves the Boohoo Effect and UK Troll. With a little help and nudging by this other attention seeker in life and bully and gang stalker like Forrest, Mr. Dark Zodiac 101. Yes, they both went for it together. They slowly started to get this recognition that they both longed for in life. Yes, one day. Eventually, though, Google and YouTube started to offer this feature called Google Hangout. Yes, where a few friends and trolls can get together and chat up some small talk. Forrest finally entered one of these chat rooms. But he entered very insecurely. But Forrest, although he thought he looked valiant in his videos, his well thought out and rehearsed videos, did feel a little insecure and unsure about himself deep inside. So he thought to himself, how do I calm my nerves and appear to be valiant like I appear like in so many of my videos that I make sure of? Well, I'll start to drink some beer maybe. Maybe start fidgeting around and pretend like that I'm busy doing other things. And so Forrest drank his beer. He started to guzzle his beer, and he thought to himself, will this impress the trolls? But there was no word. No comments like, wow, look at that man over there guzzling up all that beer. And oh, how much Forrest guzzled it up. Eventually, Forrest started to notice an all too familiar reaction a reaction of being ignored and not being responded to in the way that he'd like to. He thought to himself, I better use the Gummersher shirt. That has to work. After all, everybody hates Von Helton, does they not? And he started to show it off. And since my display of borrowed guns is not doing it for me, the Gummersher shirt has to do it. In a desperate attempt, Forrest went for it and said, Hey, look, guys. I'm wearing my Gummersher shirt, guys. My Gummersher shirt. Get it, guys? Gummersher shirt? Isn't this cool? But nobody responded. In fact, one can even listen to the all too familiar relaxing sound of crickets singing a nice relaxing tune. To make matters worse, Dr. Dissent, who was also in the chat room, yelled at Forrest for being a known failed stalker. How this caught Forrest off guard, and how Forrest felt so scared. Forrest knew that this was real time, and he knew he could not rehearse himself out of it. So, just like in his school days, Forrest remained silent, never having that guts, that gumption, that fortitude to stand up for himself. Yes, Forrest wept about this. He was humiliated, and Forrest continued to remain quiet. Yes, folks, he went back to that all too familiar place he is so used to being in, called the Town of Loneliness.